Hello, Steelbones here. I've been playing a lot more New World, and you guys seem to enjoy the last video, so I figured I'd give some more of my thoughts now that I've been playing it for a good long while. Ooh, I found something halfway decent there. So, my favorite thing about this game so far is that one character can do everything, and as soon as I kill him, I'll show you what I mean. As you fight, you gain experience with the weapon that you're using. So one character can use the sword and shield, and also the great axe, and also the musket, and also the healing. So you can have just one character do everything instead of having to create new character for the tank, a new character for the healer, a new character for the this and that. So I really like that just one person can do everything, and you can level up all skills. When you use the sword and shield, you get experience, and you can unlock abilities. There's usually some sort of more offense and more defense-oriented option, and then a bunch of passives to go along with it, and an ultimate ability that you can unlock for each one. That's usually something good like when I'm holding a sword, empower everyone in my group by 10%. That's awesome. So, I really like that the one character can do that. Same with the crafting. You can do the woodworking, you can do the gathering, you can do the making armor, you can do the making potions, you can do it all. And I really like that. And what's really fun is you can go to your character and you can set a gear set. So I'm going to set this just to general. So I've got my general set that has a longsword and a musket just for general things, so I can shoot them from far off, get their attention, and then hit them with the greatsword once they get closer, and it's a bit tankier. But I can also save a tankier build that has like a sword and shield, which is a far tankier option, or I could save a build that's like a healer build. So you can make several things at once and save them all with different armor and consumables, and just press a button to instantly be something entirely different without having to make a whole bunch of new characters. And I really like that, and it makes it feel like the one character gets to do a whole bunch of stuff. Let me just tear apart some of these junk items I've got to try to keep my inventory a little bit empty. So that is probably my favorite thing, is that the one character can do everything. As far as graphics go, it's not normally something that I care too much about personally. That's more my thing. I haven't even really looked at the graphics settings, really. Ooh, uncapped, field of view. I have what I would consider a good computer. It's got like a 4070 graphics card NVIDIA, and just decent stats for everything else. I just got it from Costco, so it's a good computer, not insane, but I'm able to have everything set to high, and it runs super smooth. I could probably... Ooh, something free in the store. I'll take it. I have a hard time ignoring anything for free, regardless of what it is. The new season just started. I like how it does the season things. You've got different activities that you do. It unlocks a stamp, and that gives you the points for unlocking the season stuff on the battle pass, because, you know, everything's got to have a battle pass. There's also some things like complete 3 activity cards that don't change, and they give you really good rewards. So I'm working on the season stuff. I like the cosmetics. It's just cosmetic stuff. You get decent value for it if it's something that you really like. I love this, that you like go around killing stuff, and then just right next to it there's also some good loot. And I really enjoy that. So you can just kill some things, grab some trees. That's another thing that I really like with the crafting. It's still worth it for me to grab these tier 1 trees, because the wood from them still gets... This world will undergo maintenance at right when I want to play. Okay. So I've got like 20 minutes to go finish going through this. It's worth grabbing the lower tier materials because they're a component to the mid tier ones, and they're like a fuel source for like the highest tier stuff. So it's still worth it to come out here and grab pretty much anything. The map, that's about what size it is. It's an island. I haven't really explored that much. I like how each area has its own reputation that you expand and increase. And that gives you boosts in that area, like a faster gathering speed. Right now I'm in Brightwood. That's where I decided to make my house. It has a dark medieval theme that I really like. And looks nice all over the place. Let's see if I can find any activities. This is some of the stuff that I do not love. The level cap is 65. So I'm only level 37, I think, at the moment. So I only have like 2 expeditions, basically dungeons. You can queue up for damage or tank or anything like that. I'm going to get in the queue so I can talk about what I don't love. So the combat, I figure I might as well mention that too while I'm here. You can block and dodge to the side. If you're wearing heavier armor, you can't dodge as much. I just wanted to pick that up. F1 ready. So you can block, dodge, do light attacks, and a heavier attack. And that's, I feel like, pretty standard combat for a lot of things. Okay, this is what I don't like about the dungeons. Everyone just blasts through them as quick as possible. I don't have time to read any of this or I will get left behind because everyone else is already level 65. They've already done this 200 times. They know where they're going and they're just grinding this as fast as they can. I'm not saying that's bad, but like I, at least once or twice want to figure out the puzzles for myself and I want to explore the thing, but I can't explore or I'm killed by the swarms of guys. Yeah, I can't really explore or I'm just left behind in the dust. I gotta focus a little bit. So I don't like that it feels like go, 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 go. Okay, we got this done. Bye. I want to take more time and enjoy it at least once or twice. I'm sure that issue could be solved if I had a lot of friends that played. But I'm going at this pretty much with a solo player experience. I am going to hit this guy. I will contribute and participate. What's over here? But see, also, if I stop to, like, fight something, I have no clue how the hell the puzzles in this dungeon are solved because all the level 65 people just have it done in 2 seconds because they're running through, they're whacking stuff. I think it might be better once I get to the higher levels. I don't have time to go off here and gather any materials. It's a very similar feel that I felt on World of Warcraft when I tried that one. Everyone knows what they're doing. They've been doing it for years. They zip through as fast as possible. I do like the dungeon. It's cool. And I would like to solve the puzzles and, like, hear the story. But, like, I'd just be completely lost if I wasn't just running to keep up. And it's this really weird, like, contradiction. To where, like, if I'm with the group, it's super freaking easy. But if I'm by myself, it's impossible. But I'll never get to, like, try it at a decent difficulty, you know? It'll never be at a point where I can just, I can survive and I can do it, but boy, that was a fun challenge. It's I smoke it with the higher level people, or I get smoked on my own because I didn't keep up. See, I want to explore. I want to solve the puzzles. I want to look for loot boxes. I know there's, like, supply crates and stuff all over the place here. I know this makes a bridge eventually. There we go. I am not going to get knocked off this bridge again. Almost. Yeah, can't even get to the, like, big guys before they're already dead. Now, I have a theory that, well, duh, obviously this would be easier and more enjoyable for me if I had friends that also played this game and had enough for, like, a group. But I have a theory that the higher level dungeons might work better because I won't be crazy underleveled. Or, well, everyone won't be 10,000 levels above me. Ah. There we go. Get out of the dang corner. I want to at least participate in the final boss. Getting close. So yeah, I think once I reach... Yeah, half the time, if I'm not running, I don't even get to hit this guy once. Yeah, watch this. It's supposed to be a big old fight. He's gonna be dead before he even really hits me once. Yep, dead before his first hit. I also haven't figured out how to make this screen go away quicker. So yeah, that was fun, but I didn't get any of the exploration. And... you know, I'm not a huge fan of when the answer is, well, just make a bunch of friends. I'd love to, like, group up with people. But even on, like, now I haven't got to the higher tier ones. This is just the first dungeon that unlocks. I've never found a group for any other dungeon. So I don't even know if people are queuing up for that. And I don't want to end... It seems like this is another one of those games where, for just no real reason, nobody uses the group finder, even though it's a choice. And I love group finders. I just want to press the button, it finds me a group. I don't want to sit there and try to convince people in the chat for like 30 minutes. I want to just play in the meantime. So, I don't love that. I think it might get better as I become higher level and unlock other dungeons, because then worst case it's made for higher level people and it should take longer to clear. I know I went on about that, but it made the most sense to talk about it while I was actually in the raid. What else? Another thing that I don't notice a ton is voice acting. It does have voice acting for a lot of the story bits, and it's okay. Nothing special. It more irritates me that when you're in a cutscene, or well, when you're in a conversation with someone, they're like mouse and very basic head. They almost look like an animatronic. The people look ridiculous when you're in a conversation. And there's plenty of times I've been talking to Grace O'Malley, and she's been leaning against a bar, but her legs are just freaking the heck out. Like, that's happened 2 or 3 times. Alright, this is a good chance for me to show you my house. Oh, I'm so close. Alright, no, focus. Call the house. The factions, there's a purple, a yellow, and a green. I went with purple because that's my favorite color. It's the Syndicate. It looks like a bunch of brainy people who want to use the magic for brainy tech stuff. So I've got my house. I've placed down a few decorations. There's some trophies you can get from dungeons that like increase your damage against a certain type of enemy. It is not much of a house, but I am not focusing on decorations at the moment. You know, just for fun, I'll show you. Oh, no. Not mine. Let's enter somebody with a really fancy decorated house. Yeah, you eventually get it jam-packed with stuff. Most of it that you've crafted, which I like, but right now it's much more effective for me to worry about a bunch of crafting stuff instead of focus on the... Yeah, right now it's more effective for me to focus on things like armor than it is to worry about things like housing decorations. So yeah, you're out gathering stuff, you come back to town, you craft. The raw materials are the heaviest because it's like a weight system. It starts with what's in your inventory for crafting, but then it will draw from the storage. And this is what's odd about the storage to me. Okay, so it's a little bit weird. It should just be shared storage across every place. When you get to Beginner Town, you find it has a storage shed in there, and its storage is separate. Then you get to Town 2, and its storage is separate. When you're crafting in that town, it draws from that storage, but not all of them. It should draw from all of them, because look at this. I can just change... Now I don't have it. Okay, Windsward. Oh, cool. Let me just grab that from the other town. There was no fee for that. No nothing. So, it is ridiculous. There's no point in having the bull's eye, the last light. I don't even know what half this stuff is. Oh, maybe it's just because... I don't know. I'm wondering if there is a fee. You can transfer items to and from storage sheds in settlements I've visited. Okay, so there's no fee or nothing. I can just transfer whatever the heck I want from anywhere. But all that means is basically it's just an extra step. Because all I do is transfer all the crafting materials to wherever I happen to be at, craft whatever I want to do, and then just leave them in there because I'll do the same thing when I get to the next town. It should be... I don't know. It just doesn't make sense. It's an extra step for no reason in my mind. What it should be is you get to Town 1, and that unlocks 1,000 weight of storage, which is what I think the normal is. And then you get to Town 2, and it should increase that storage to 2,000, and then just pull from the one storage. You just basically expand it when you get to the other places. That makes the most sense to me. But it's not a killer. It's not a bad thing. It's just an odd choice is what I would describe it as. Leather and rocks get really heavy really quick. But I love that while you're out, you kill some stuff, you find something, you find some crafting materials, you come back to town, you make it into some stuff. I really like that whole gameplay loop over and over and over again. Oh my god, I get that we will undergo maintenance. The story so far, it's not the best, not the worst. It's just okay. Like, I've seen dumber. So, there's, like, if you, like, lose your purpose, everyone in this universe, well, on this island, respawns. And that's just a part of their daily life. And I actually think that's really interesting. Like, oh, how would life work in a town if you can't even, like, kill somebody who committed a crime or something like that? Because they just respawn. If you get, like, discouraged and, like, you know, oh, life sucks, you become lost. And basically just a corrupted, mindless zombie, essentially. And there is a voice of corruption. She's the main bad chick. Now, I have not done any... Oh, the story. The story. So, when we opened that box, the evil chick wanted it. So, somehow that means we're joined. Or she's at least focusing on us. I haven't quite figured it out. So we are touched by corruption. We found this dude who's the last of an ancient order of soul wardens who like used to fight corruption, but now they all fell to corruption, ironically. But he's the last one. And their fault was hubris, thinking they could do it all themselves instead of recruiting more people. So then we gathered a bunch of stuff, did some quest, got a staff, and that's what lets us like channel our soul power to enter dungeons and fight corruption. Alright, that's cool enough. Then we had to do some stuff to like, you know what? We need to do like the soul wardens and put a shield around your heart. So we went and found a rock. The dude said, "Do not worry." And then he like chopped my head off and killed me. And then while I was like respawning, he shoved the rock into like my heart. So it's literally a shield around my heart for corruption, against corruption and other feelings, but to keep me from like falling to this shit. And it was interesting. It's certainly better than Diablo 4, where it had almost the exact same thing going on, because you're touched by the main baddie in the first bit, and then later you gotta do a mission to like clear yourself of that corruption. So I felt like that was very similar, but done in at least a more interesting way. So, not necessarily anything super new, but fairly interesting. I'm liking the story, and what I love is looking around and finding little lore bits, those little blue glowing things, because if I remember the right button, you know, I haven't actually looked them up yet. But you find the documents just laying all over the place, and you can like read through the story, and I've been really enjoying that. When you like find a little town, you read the little notes about what happened to the town. I love that, where you like hunt up the story. It's one of my favorite ways of conveying a story in a video game, where you gotta hunt up those notes. I love that in Ark. It's one of my favorite things. Alright, let's go check out this quest. And while I do this quest, I'll talk about one of the last things I'm thinking of for right now, is that I have not done any of the player versus player stuff. No PvP yet. There is no point. The level cap is 65. The vast majority of people are already there. Even though I'm level 39, I'll just be walking up to them, and they'll go bonk with a small stick, and I'll just be dead. So there is no point doing any PvP until I'm level cap at least. And even then, I won't have the best gear. I want to try some of the raids and the other stuff, but that's definitely going to be much more late game. Yeah, see, when I'm exploring this, there's little towns and things all over the place. These little medieval-looking towns. I really like this Brightwood area. I know, they're like, haha, it's so clever, it's a misnomer, because it's dark and gloomy. I'm like, okay, yeah, you're funny. Ooh, shiny, glowy green rock. I love these enemies. I'll show you. Alright, I'll fight him. I don't know, I just love these dudes like carrying a coffin on their back. Like, they look cool. Yeah, see, when you kill stuff, you get standing for the area and experience with the weapon. You know what? Let's see if I can find Marcel's Hamlet. Farmstead. I don't know. Let's go check out this last place. Exploring the area also gives you... like, area reputation gain. I can't think of the word for it right now to save my life. I have not figured out how to play the instruments yet. There is gotta be a button that, like, switches it to instrument mode, but I have not flipped through to find that. So yeah, I'm hoping the dungeons and stuff become more fun as I get higher level, and I also just wipe things instantly. I would love to find a group of like just a couple people and slowly go through it and actually figure it out myself. But that's just a personal opinion. Where am I? But there was a Victorian mansion looking type thing that I found that had all these ghost people around it, and it looked like the Haunted Mansion at like Disneyland, and I really enjoyed that. Oh, I'm here. I was looking for this town. Yeah, see. Defeat the wolf, gather its skin. I like that. Oh, look, there's a cool material in the distance. Let's go gather that while I'm out. Maybe while I'm out, I just... Oh, man, I really need to stock up on some stone. So I do a run just looking for stone. I don't know exactly what kind of build I want to do yet. I'm not that high a level. But that's what I mainly want, is I want a build for just general exploring the world. And I think something like an axe or a greatsword for when they get up close. And then something ranged is nice. I want something tankier, and I want a healing build. Maybe one for PvP. I don't know exactly how many different builds you can save. I know you get them as you level up. I like that as you increase your like logging skill that you chop trees faster. And at like different level marks, it lets you track different types of fancy trees. Alright, let's do this. Brightwood Isle, level 35. Recommended to have a group of 5. Recommended. Okay. I may end up regretting this immediately. Ooh, iron. Oh yeah, you're fancy, level 35. Yeah, I definitely probably want a group for this area. Okay, I'm gonna try fighting just 1 or 2 first. Ah! I gotta block more. Oh, I'm so probably dead here. Try to use a potion. Yeah, no. Okay. The area where it recommends a group of 5. I'd recommend a group of 5. Okay, well, I'm gonna need to find a group before I can do that. Am I near one of these other quests to turn in? Oh, let's check out the Syndicate area. That's how you unlock more, like, carrying capacity. It's one of the rewards you can get is, like, a crafting component that increases your bag storage. But, like, I haven't played around with it yet.
Ah, a fellow ponderer of perpetual mysteries. And yes, I know about you. You are here to face the trial for the rank of... You have arrived at the perfect moment. I am ready to test my new psychokinetic... Did you know that some of the lost still possess small traces? Yes, we just proved the hypothesis by examining one of our lost captives. Find Geist Malachor. He was quite formidable in life, so... Use the psychokinetic absorber and strike him down. You'll see.
Oh, is there still a shard of their souls left? Yeah, I want to play around with the healing build. I haven't done that yet. Now, I haven't done any PvP. I know that is a huge portion of this game. What the heck is that? Have I not seen that before? Is it just way in the distance? You learn something new every day. Sorry, Turkey, you had to go. Oh, no, I've been there before. It's a little town, like, surrounded with corruption. Oh, but it'll make for a cool thumbnail. So off we go. Yeah, not every side story has been like, you know, the greatest story ever told. But it's not been bad. Alright, sorry, you're all gonna have to watch this for a second. Alright, bam, there we go. Screenshot. What's in here? Okay, we're gonna check this out, and then I swear we're done. There's no way there's not like a treasure chest or something in here. Alright, a tiny supply cache. That like house is on fire, but I'm like, wait, can I get up there? Can I get up here? Yeah, he's level 26. He's not really gonna kill me. Rom the Burrower. Aha! I blocked for a minute. Yeah, my reflexes tend to block like half a second after I needed to block. So I tend to just sit there and punch him in the face until one of us is dead. Alright. But anyway, that's just what I'm thinking. I really enjoy this game. I'm definitely going to keep playing. And you know what? If the video gets to... This sounds silly. If I get 10 likes, I'll go ahead and make one about the PvP when I finally get there. Oh, look in the little chat. Friendship is the best reward. How true. Alright, but thank you so much for watching. If you enjoy the video, don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.